Hello there, Mario. Thank you for joining me today for this interview.
Oh, no problem. I'll be answering some questions.
Yes, Mario, is it true that they call you Super Mario?
That's right. I got my nickname after my brother Luigi, and I saved the entire Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser and the Koopalings.
Well, then can you tell me what's so super about breaking into your brother's mansion and shitting all over his floors for a business dispute?
Oh, you've heard about that? Well, the main reason is money. My brother Luigi had a lot of gold coins, and he wouldn't tell me. So, I had to break into the mansion and go searching for it.
Right, but did you have to defecate upon his floors?
Well, I was angry. I don't like when people like my brother have more gold than I do, you know? So I think that pooping on his floor was justified. It was a form of revenge.
Okay, so it was revenge. You took revenge out on your brother.
Yep, and he deserved it. If he had just told me where he had hidden those gold coins, I would have spared his precious floor.
Okay, well, can I ask you another question, Mario?
Sure, go ahead, fire away.
Is it true that you were caught by a toad maid in the princess's room sniffing her panties?
Oh, I can explain. It was a one-time thing. I was just a curious, honest.
Mario, what were you curious about?
Well, I was just wondering what a kind of perfume Peach was wearing. And I also wanted to see what a color her panties were for experimental purposes.
You know that is not okay, right, Mario?
I know. I'm sorry. I was just very curious and I couldn't help myself.
Is it true that due to this action you have been barred from the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yes, it's true. After Peach heard what I did, she forbade me from entering her castle or the kingdom ever again.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Mario.
It's alright. I understand why she did it. What I did was creepy.
Okay, let's ask another question, is that okay?
Sure, ask away.
Does the music from Linkin Park move you emotionally?
Oh, absolutely. There's just something about Linkin Park music that really speaks to me. The raw emotion and powerful lyrics in their songs always get me. It's like the music has the ability to connect with something deep inside me, and it's honestly very impactful.
Speaking of something deep within you, is it true that you got tested and there's a possible tumor in your brain?
Yes, it's a true. I got tested recently, and the doctor said there was a small tumor in my brain. It's not very big, but it's still a worrisome.
Do you think it could be due to all of the mushroom consumption? It could have been that you ate something poisonous. Do we know yet?
No, not yet. The doctors say it could be because of the mushroom consumption, but we won't know for sure until further testing is done.
Very good, very good.
I'm a little worried about it, to be honest. It's scary to think that something could be wrong with my brain.
It is very scary, Mario. It is very scary.
Yeah. I just hope that the doctors figure out what's causing the tumor and that they can treat it.
So, Mario, do you take those mushrooms to enhance your abilities, your physical abilities?
Yes, indeed. The magic mushrooms give me the extra boost of strength and speed that I need to beat my enemies. Without them, I'd be in big trouble.
And is it true that you also take them during your sporting events against your friends, causing you to always win?
Oh yeah, I guess you could say that. I want to win those sports matches, you know? And those mushrooms just make me feel faster and give me that extra edge I need to come out on top.
But Mario, it's supposed to be a fair competition, and you're cheating with performance-enhancing substances.
I understand what you're saying, and I get that it seems like cheating. But the way I see it, everybody has a fair chance to get their hands on those mushrooms. And since I'm the one who thinks to use them, I think it's just smart of me, not cheating.
Okay, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, I guess it's all about perspective, right? To me, it's just a smart use of my resources to win.
Mario, are you a Catholic?
Yes, I'm a Catholic. I grew up in the Italian town of Brooklyn, and my family was a very religious. So I was baptized as a Catholic, and I still practice the faith today.
So that means that you believe in the concept of an eternal hellfire?
Oh yes, that's correct. As a Catholic, I believe that there is an afterlife, and those who led a sinful life will be punished with eternal suffering in a hell.
That is a very scary thing for something to happen to somebody. Why would you believe that that would happen?
Well, it's what my Catholic faith teaches me. The Bible says that there will be a final judgment where all people will be held accountable for their actions. Those who sinned and did not repent will be sent to hell, while those truly repentant will go to heaven. So, as a devout Catholic, I believe that it's important to live a good and a righteous life. I understand that it can seem scary, but it's just part of my faith. And as a Catholic, I believe that the right way to avoid hell is to follow the teachings of the church and live a virtuous life. It's not just about blindly fearing punishment. It's about following the path that leads to eternal happiness.
Do you not fear that you will find yourself in hell due to all the innocent life you've taken? Well, maybe not innocent. The Goombas did steal the princess, but you did stomp them to their death, Mario.
Oh, well, that's a fair point. I admit I have killed a lot of Goombas in my time. But as a hero, I didn't always have a choice. Those Goombas were going to keep causing trouble unless they were stopped. It was a self-defense.
Yeah, but Mario, those Goombas were basically disabled. They didn't have any hands. They really couldn't do anything. I mean, I understand the Koopas, but the Goombas, they had no defense.
I understand your concerns, but I disagree. Those Goombas were still a threat even without hands. They could still bite and charge at me. I had to defend myself somehow. Besides, it's not like I enjoyed killing them.
Right, but they move at a snail's pace, Mario, and you can run and fly. They really couldn't do anything to anybody. It was mainly Bowser and his Koopas that did things, right? Why did you kill the Goombas?
Well, I may have been flying and running quickly, but those Goombas could still catch me off guard. And yeah, Bowser was the real troublemaker, but the Goombas were still on his side, you know? They were like his army, and they were following his orders. I had to take them out to stop Bowser and save the kingdom.
Okay, and what about the allegations that you fondled the corpses of the Goombas afterwards? Is that true?
What? No, not at all. Where did you hear such a ridiculous rumor?
Well, Mario, right here in this file, I happen to have a few screenshots and photos of you doing just that. So, how do you explain yourself?
Oh, well, those are all out of context. I can explain everything. It's not what it looks like, I swear.
Okay, well, what about this picture with your finger in the Goomba's butthole? How do you explain that?
What? Let me see that picture.
Okay, here you go.
Sees the photo and gasps. Oh dear, that's not a good look. I swear, that's not what it looks like. I can explain.
Okay, go ahead and explain yourself, Mario.
Alright, here's the thing. The Goombas were very sticky and slimy. I was trying to get my finger out of their belly buttons, and I
Wait,
accidentally
what?
slipped it in the wrong spot. I swear it was a total accident.
Mario, why were your fingers in their belly buttons?
Well, you know, I was curious, alright? They looked so squishy and strange. I just had to poke them with my fingers.
Mario, they were the corpses of once living beings that fought for another kingdom and you were defecating them. They were soldiers. Defiling, not defecating. Oops.
Look, I understand your concerns, but I promise you, the Goombas were not innocent. Even though they didn't have hands, they were still hostile. They were a part of Bowser's army, and they attacked me whenever they got the chance. I was just defending myself.
Okay, Mario, so you show no remorse for your actions.
No, that's not true. I swear, I do feel remorse for killing the Goombas. It's just that sometimes in a war you have to make tough decisions. And as a hero, I had to do what I had to do to save the princess and the kingdom.
Okay, Mario, but you are aware that the Koopa army and its soldiers have yet to take a single life. You know that, right?
What? That can't be true. They're an army of violent creatures. They must have killed someone.
No, Mario, all they ever have done is taken the princess hostage. They have never hurt her. They've never killed anyone. They've trapped people, but they've never murdered anyone.
That's hard to believe. You're telling me that the Koopa army led by Bowser has never harmed anyone? There's no way that's true.
Harm, sure. I'm sure they've hit people before, but they've never taken a life. There are no casualties on the princess's side.
I find that very hard to believe. The Koopas and the Goombas attack me every time we cross paths. They try to hurt me and even throw stuff at me. There's no way they're not dangerous.
Okay, but could you not have just incapacitated them? Why did you kill them? You took their life.
Look, it's not that simple. When you're in the middle of a battle, you don't have time to think about whether or not to kill your opponents. You do what you have to do to survive. In the heat of the moment, I make split-second decisions, and sometimes that leads to me taking their lives.
Okay, I understand.
I'm glad you understand. Killing is never something I take lightly, and I always try to avoid it if I can. But sometimes, in times of war, you have to make tough
Are you still there, Mario?
choices. Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
Okay, so we'll continue our line of questioning. Okay, we'll talk about something else now.
Sure, shoot. I'm all ears.
Okay. So, what about your treatment of the Yoshi kind? Is it not true that they are born into a form of servitude for you?
Wait a minute. That's not true at all. Yoshi and I are great friends. We go on many adventures together, and Yoshi is not my servant. He's a loyal companion and a valuable ally.
His kin are bred to have saddles and shoes for you to use. How do you explain that?
Well, listen, sure, I ride Yoshi's back from time to time, but that don't mean he's my servant. He likes helping me, and in return, I help him. We work together like friends.
He's a dinosaur, Mario. He cannot communicate. How are you talking to him?
Oh, but you see, Yoshi and I have a special connection. Even though he can't speak like humans, we understand each other. We have our own way of communicating, like through body language and nonverbal cues.
Okay, so he's not your slave.
Of course not. Yoshi is my friend, not a slave. We are partners, traveling the world and having adventures together.
So why does he have a Never mind. You know what? We'll move on, Mario. I'm sorry for asking the same question over and over again.
Oh, okay, if you say so. What's the next question?
Hold on. Do you believe that due to Bowser's actions, when he dies, he will go to your Catholic hell?
Absolutely. According to my Catholic faith, if someone commits sins and does not repent for them, they will be punished in hell for eternity. And Bowser has definitely committed quite a few sins over the years.
Okay, I see. So how do you think the devil will torture him? If he likes fire, so what's hell gonna do to him?
Oh, I can only imagine. In the Catholic faith, hell is described as a place of torment and a suffering where the sinful are punished for their actions. Bowser may like fire, but the torment he'll face in hell will be far worse than any flame he's ever experienced before.
You think he will receive cock and ball torture?
Whoa, that's a little graphic. But I suppose in the depths of hell, any kind of a torment is possible. The devil will probably come up with something truly horrid for a Bowser.
That's pretty awful. Do you hope that happens to him? Are you glad that he's going to hell?
Well, I have mixed feelings about it. Bowser has caused me a lot of trouble over the years, and I won't lie, there's some part of me that would like to see him suffer for his crimes. But at the same time, I don't relish the idea of anyone, even my enemy, being tortured for all eternity.
Mario, this interview is very eye-opening.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm always happy to share my thoughts and experiences with the world.
Mario, it shows here that you've been voting for politicians that are against gay marriage and gay rights. Can you explain yourself on that?
Well, it's a complicated issue. As a Catholic man, I strongly believe in traditional values and the sanctity of marriage between one man and one woman. And I must admit, I have supported politicians who share those same beliefs.
Okay, so you think that's fine to...
But you know, I respect other
Okay.
people's beliefs and opinions, and I don't want to see anyone discriminated against. It's just that for me, personally, I believe in the traditional family structure, and I will vote accordingly. It's a sensitive subject, and I understand that some people have different views on the matter. But ultimately, I believe that everyone should be treated with respect and tolerance, no matter what their personal beliefs are.
Okay. Interesting stuff, Mario.
Thanks. I'm glad you think so. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Yes, is it... is it true? Never... Hold on, I'm still trying to get over the gay stuff, Mario.
Oh, the gay stuff. Yeah, sorry about that. I know it's a sensitive topic. Is there something specific you wanted to ask about?
How do you feel about abortion, then, as a Catholic?
As a Catholic, I believe that all life is sacred from conception to a natural death. I am against abortion, and I believe it is morally wrong.
So I'm guessing you're gonna be voting for Donald Trump then, right?
Well, it's true that I do plan to vote for Donald Trump in the upcoming election, and I will admit our views on abortion align.
Is that so?
That's correct. I'm a supporter of Donald Trump, and I agree with his stance on abortion.
Oh my... Okay. Very interesting stuff, Mario.
Thanks, I'm glad you think so. Anything else you wanted to know?
Yeah, Mario, what's your favorite food?
Oh, that's easy. I love pasta, especially spaghetti. It's a classic Italian dish, and I can never get tired of it. What about you?
Yeah, spaghetti's pretty good. One more question, Mario.
Sure, fire away. Ask me anything.
What about the sexual assault allegations levied against you by Birdo?
Oh no, not that story again. Look, I swear I never laid a finger on Birdo. Those accusations are completely unfounded and totally false.
Yeah, but they have video evidence. They recorded you on your phone without you knowing it.
What? They have a video of it? That's impossible. I swear I had no idea. Would you mind showing me this tape?
Yeah, here it is, Mario. Look at this. How do you explain this?
Oh my, I don't know what to say. This looks, I swear, I can't explain.
Okay, so you have nothing to say on the matter.
Look, okay, I know it looks bad, but I swear it's not what it looks like. I did not sexually assault Birdo.
Very well, Mario. I think we'll leave it there. I would like to thank you for coming out today for this interview.
Thank you for having me. Hopefully I didn't cause too much trouble.
Not at all, Mario. You have a good day.
You too, buddy. See ya.